Hello guys, welcome back to another tutorial on digital fashion. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be using something new, which is Adobe Substance Painter. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be creating an acid wash t-shirt, which will be doing that on Adobe Substance Painter. But before we continue, you can check out my mockup designs, animation. I have tutorials on my channel that you can watch on how to create some mockup animation. So don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also on the notification bell to get more videos. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using this t-shirt you can see on screen right now. And one thing you must do that is very important is to make sure that your design are properly arranged on your UV editor. So it is very important before you export it and import it into Adobe Substance Painter. So make sure that it is properly arranged on your tile, either a single tile or multiple tile you get. So you make sure it's properly arranged, then go to your simulation, you get. So the next thing I'll do is to export it. I'm coming. So file, export, Alembic or Gawa. That's the format I'm going to be using for this tutorial. Yeah, so t-shirt, I'm going to t-shirt, yes. T-shirt 111. I think let me delete this one. Coming. So I'm going to use t-shirt and okay, save. Yes, let's just replace it. Yes, only your UV coordinate, yes, and just current frame and select OK. So the next thing you need to do is to launch your Adobe Substance Painter. So let's go to Adobe Substance Painter here. So this is Adobe Substance Painter. So what we do now is to select file. I'm going to select new. Then we are going to add our Alembic file. So I'm going to go to my drive to look for the file. So this is it here. The t-shirt download ABCS. And resolution is very important. Those of us that like high quality stuff. So 4K, remove, and yes, OpenGL is very important. Yeah, so you have to use your UV tile workflow. This one too is also very important. You can decide to import your baked map, but then it is not necessary. Import mesh, normal map, and big map for all materials. Okay, we can do that too. That's if you want to use them, but then I don't think I'll use them in this tutorial. I'll probably use the one that comes with the one I find on Substance Painter. So let's select OK. So this is our 3D design here on screen right now. So if you are new to Adobe Substance Painter and you want to navigate to, so just hold on your control. So when you hold on control, you will see a navigation here you can use to, yeah, this is it, sorry. So this is it. So when you hold on control, you can see the navigation here you can use to navigate through Adobe Substance Painter. And when you hold on Alt, you also see the navigation here. But the one I use often is holding on Alt and hold on left click and left click, sorry. So when you hold on your Alt, make sure you're also pressing your left click to rotate. Then when you hold on Alt, you can just pin down or press your scroll button to drag. You can always use it to drag. Same thing works for this place. You can always use it to drag. And to zoom is to right click, hold on Alt and right click, you can zoom. You get. So let's move down to business. So in this tutorial, I'll be using this fabric cutting. This is the cotton jersey for t-shirt. So I'll just drag it inside this fabric. Then this is our property field. So let's assume you don't have your property field here. So in the situation whereby your property field is not here most of the time, what you just need to do, this is where you get it. So when you select this, you just drag this and bring it down to this box. You can bring it to this box. You can use it on this section. You can any of the section you want to use it. You are fine with it. So, but it allows you to edit your layers. You get. So this is the fabric cutting jersey, and this is it here. So we need to like scale it down. It's too much. Let me zoom. Let me scroll. You can scroll to zoom. You don't need to hold on Alt. So comment. Sorry. So I think this is fine. So we can do this here. I think when you scroll down, you can also change the color. You can change the color to any color you want to use. So this is loading. So you can use this color and let's say okay, this is the color we want to use and this is fine. So the next part is how we want to So the next part is to add our acid wash to our clothes design, which is going to be quick and easy. So what you need to do is to select this smart mask. So this is smart mask here. So select the smart mask. So then we have different smart or different masks here. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Let me go back to layer. So but then not all these masks work for fabrics. You get, not all the masks work for fabrics. Some might work for metal or leather or something else. You get. So in the situation, let's assume I drag this. Let me see when I drag this now. So as you can see right now, there's no effect on this design. That means this particular mask is not for this fabric. It's not for fabric. So that means you can't use this on fabric. So what I'll do is just to undo. So let me look for what I think can work on this fabric. Let me see this rust. Let me drag it on this fabric. Okay, no, this is a no. So let's look for something else again. Let me see sand dust. This is also a no too. So we are going to keep searching until we find what now. Let's check this paint old. Okay, this is working, but then you can see the white is showing more than the brown color, I think. So what you need to do is to, let's go to fill layer and let's select mask editor. When you select your mask editor, then now go to your properties generator, then global invert, say yes to it. Very important. You can see we have more of the should I say the brown color than the white color now. So if you say false, it's not going to, you can see, so it's just what an opposite. So then you can global balance it. You can always adjust all this. You have to play with the value. You can see, play with the value, you get. So you can do that, and there is more to it too, because there is also random. So this is random mode. When you scroll down your property generator, scroll down until you find random mode, select true. So this true allows you to scatter this wash effect, or sorry, this wash effect, or this smart max effect, anyone you want to call it. So yes, now you now select random. You can see this. When you select random, there's options. It keeps scattering, and you get, keep scattering. So this is it like that. So you just keep pressing and pressing, doing what you want. Then you can always, you can play with a lot of values here. You can play with a lot of values. You can, if you don't want to turn anything on, just make it false. And if you want to turn something on, make it true. And then you can start making adjustments. So you can play around with this value. But then you might want to ask me, oh, is it possible to change the color of this effect, this depth effect, or should I say this max effect? And I'll say yes. So what we do is to go to layer, then we select this color here. Yes, when we select this, we go to property fill and we select here. Then we can change it to brown. You can see, change it to red. You can change it to ash. You get. So it's not necessary it's white. So you can see that you can change the color of the mask itself. So let's leave it as white. Depending on the color you want, if you want to use yellow or anything, you can always select your yellow. You get. You can see this crazy, right? Anyway, I'm still in my learning progress in Adobe Substance Painter. So well, I'm happy that I'm excited I'm sharing this with you guys. So you can cancel this. I think we are good to go with this effect. So I think we are good to go. We are fine with this. Yeah. So the rest is up to you to do whatever you want to do around, change the color, the effect, select this and select the mask. So when you select the mask editor, it allows you to play around with the effect. You can make it random. You can make it not too sharp. So it just depends on how you want it to look like on your design. So now that we are done here, the next thing we need to do is exporting your exporting your texture so that you can use it on Blender. So how to export your texture on Adobe Substance Painter? So you need to do select file, select export texture. Then this is where your file is going to be exported to. We can select this. So this is it. So just make sure you know the location, documents, Adobe Substance 3D Painter, export. Yes, we are good to go. So next thing you will do again, okay, I think we are done. So just select the export and look at this. And when you see export finalized or finished or something like that, so that means we are done. Still finalizing. Okay, yeah, export successfully finished. That means you are done exporting your design. So let's cancel this. So in a situation whereby you want to create a wash effect with multiple colors, let's say, okay, yeah, this is brown or wine, I don't know, I can't say, but then You can just go to your fabric, then go to your property editor, then you can change it to another color you probably want to use. Then this is another color. Yes, oh, this is too bright. I think I like the one that is quite warm. So this is better. So what you just need to do is to, yes, when you are done, just cancel this. Then if you still want to play around or change something here, you can always do that, but that's for later. That's what you can do in your own time. So what you need to do is go to file, go to export texture, then this is the location. But mostly I advise to how do I put it? I advise you to create another folder for another color. You get another color of your texture, or else it will delete the previous. How will I put it? It will overwrite, yes, it will overwrite the file you get, so you won't be able to see the one you exported before. So just say, let's say this is color 2. Select, that is my color 2. Yes. So this is our folder. So select folder. So and let's say export. So depending on the number of color you want to use, you can always keep opening multiple folder and export all your texture in each folder. Then we go to Blender to use it. So let's go to Blender. So this is Blender. Let's go to file, let's go to import, let's go to Alembic. So let's go to t-shirt. So this Alembic file we are importing here is the one we already exported from Clo3d. So you can duplicate them because we'll be using the two textures. So let's do Shift D X. So this is the two of them. So let's select the first one. Let's go to animation. Sorry, not animation, shading. Okay. So okay, yeah, this is the first one. I'll be using this. So this is it here. So let's go to new. Select your principal. Let's drag this. Select your principal BSD here. Then hold on. Make sure it's selected. So just hold on Control Shift T on your keyboard, and then it pops up. Then waiting for this. So yeah, this is our first texture. So we're going to select all of them. So make sure you hold on Shift, select the first one, select the last one, and select principal BSD here. You can see. So this is our first design. Still loading. So this is the first one, and then we can go to the second one again. Open a new shader, select this, Control Shift T, and yes, go to color 2. Then let me just make it bigger so we can see this better. I don't know why it's like this. So hold on the first one and hold on the last one, which I'll do on Shift and do it again. So this is it. So we are good to go. So this is just how to create a wash effect on your t-shirt using Substance Painter, and I hope you are able to understand this tutorial, because to get a good tutorial on Adobe Substance Painter is not easy. It's not really easy because most Adobe Substance Painter tutorial are not straightforward. So I try my best to create something that is quite straightforward, and I hope in this tutorial you would have learned how to, or you would have learned, sorry, how to use Adobe Substance Painter to create a wash effect. So don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also on the notification bell. Thank you for watching this video once again. See you in my next tutorial.